Yeah, we have a very clear strategy. We invest behind our brand, we drive top-line growth and gain market share, and that results into an improvement in profitability. And this year we improved our profitability, our margin by 50 basis points, which was a pretty nice improvement. And we will continue to have the same virtual spiral, media behind our brands, market share gains, and improvement in profit. So in 2022, we will continue to provide growth in sales and profits.
And China, of course, has been a big driver for growth. For L'Oréal, you still had revenue that up 17% last year, so you saw strong Q4. So what's the trend for this year that you expect? Also, there's a lot of businesses questioning the zero COVID policy and the continuous lockdowns that we see in that region and how it's impacting business. So how do you see that policy impacting business for you, and what's the trend in China for 2022?
I think one of the highlights of this year for L'Oréal is that we really had what I call a grand slam, but we had a real balancing act of all of our businesses, luxury and mass market the same size. And this year, North America became the first growth engine of the group next to China and North Asia. So we are very balanced and therefore able to cater to any changes of trend. As far as China is concerned, we are very optimistic, at least for the medium term, but also for the short term. For the medium term, because the market is expanding, middle classes are growing, 372 million people in the middle classes by 2030, and a huge appetite for beauty. Short term, I cannot comment on the beginning of the year, but we see a market that's now of a huge size that will probably grow in the mid to high single digit, and we will, as we always have, outpace this market thanks to our innovations and product offering. So overall, pretty bullish about China.
One of the key topics that we heard from different CEOs across the board, of course, is inflation. Mm-hmm. How are you hiking prices? Are you planning to changing the size of products, for example? And do you see inflation already starting to impact consumer spending?
Well, first of all, we do not see inflation impacting consumer spending. And the great thing about L'Oréal is that we're a pure player in beauty, but we have such a wide price tiering in beauty, from shampoos at €2 to creams at 300, that we can satisfy any type of consumers. As far as inflation and cost of goods are concerned, first of all, we have a gross margin around 74%, so we can absorb some of the inflation costs. And as far as the rest is concerned, we'll do as we always do. We have strong operations that manage in an agile way our offer, and we have teams that are dedicated to what we call revenue growth management, which will help us create some value through both innovations, but also different promotional pricing and format strategies, which is what we have started doing. And therefore, I think in the end, the impact of inflation for the L'Oréal P&L, it will be totally manageable.